Hi, I'm Julie Pham, and welcome to the CuriosityBased channel. Today, we're going to be talking about how you can deepen relationships remotely. Now, before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find the links in the description below. So now, let's get started. I hear a lot about how people find it difficult to build and strengthen relationships while we are working remotely, and that was especially true during the pandemic. Now, I'm a silver linings kind of person, and I want to share with you 4 tips so that you can actually deepen relationships even though we don't get to see each other face to face. I think we've actually learned a lot from the pandemic, and that we don't have to be in person to have deeper relationships. For me, there are actually some people who, before the pandemic, I'd only see maybe once, maybe twice a year, maybe every other year. And since being remote, we actually now talk on the phone every month or every 2 months. Our relationships have actually gotten deeper. So tip number 1 is text message. I like to send text messages to at least 5 to 10 acquaintances and casual friends a week. Now, this could just be, hey, happy birthday, or congratulations on that new achievement. I actually use social media to look for those alerts. And then instead of just saying happy birthday on Facebook, I will actually text message them as long as I have their number in my phone and add that special congratulations, that special birthday message. And that is one step further into making people feel special. Now, the second tip is email, old-fashioned email. Every year or so, I like to send out a personal update email about my life, about what's happening in my work life and what's happening in my personal life. And so what I'll do is I will create a couple of different versions, several different versions of that email. So there'll be a standard, hey, these are some updates from my professional and personal life. And then I may say, hey, this is the version for those who are living in the Puget Sound and those who aren't living in the Puget Sound. These are for people who know about my book or who don't know about my book, or who know that I left my job to start a company, or who don't know. And so I will create different versions of that. And then what I do is I have a big spreadsheet of people who I want to send that email to. And I use Mail Merge, especially Not Yet Another Mail Merge, which is a great plugin for Gmail, to personalize those emails. And my rule of thumb is that if I can't think of something personal to say to that person, then I shouldn't be emailing them. So for example, if I can't say, how is your daughter doing? I know that she's getting ready to graduate from high school. Or last time we spoke, you were going on vacation. Or how's that house remodeling project? Or congratulations on the new job. Sometimes I'll actually just revert to what they wrote to me last year, or even look at social media and say, hey, I saw that you got a promotion. Congratulations. The key is to write something personal. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be emailing that person. And that has actually, with that rule of thumb in mind, that has gotten me a really great response rate. And I just love hearing updates from people, even if we don't actually connect in person. The next tip is phone calls. So in that email, I'll actually send out open invitation. Hey, let me know if you want to catch up over the phone. And so I don't have a car. Commuting is a really big issue for me. And so I actually like to commute less, connect more. And so I think phone calls are a really great way to do that. And I do a lot of co-walking phone calls too, so that I am getting some exercise as I'm catching up with friends. So it doesn't have to be just video calls and being stuck in front of your computer. Actually, a phone call is a great way to connect with people. And like I said, since the pandemic, I've actually increased the number of connection calls I've had with people. And then the last one is to send out a card, especially a snail mail. People love that. I actually heard that there is an increase in snail mail, an increase in greeting cards since the pandemic. So actually, what I like to do is send out a card when other people aren't getting cards. Usually we get lots of cards during that December, January time frame, and I actually like to send out Valentine cards. I've been doing this for, since high school, so for a couple of decades now. And so I'm going to show you an example of a card I sent out a couple of years ago. This was Happy Zoomy Valentine. And so for me, I will actually create a custom card and every year, and that just has highlights from the year, and then I send it to people. And so it's just a way to let them know, hey, I'm thinking of you. So for me, because I actually do personalize each card, I can't send out as many snail mail cards as I do emails. So you just think about what works best for you. So with those 4 tips, I hope they resonate with you. I hope that you find them interesting, and I want you to think about which one do you think that you will try first? Text message, email, phone call, or snail mail? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to this channel. And also turn on that notification bell so you can get alerts as to when we will be posting next. My name is Julie Pham. This is the CuriosityBased channel. Please put in the comments which of these tips as to how you're going to deepen relationships remotely that you will try next.